Well, hello again, YouTube. It's Petey, and this video I'm going to be reading a response that was found on the Pink Floyd Facebook fan page. Pink Floyd asked their fan base what they would like to see for 2025. I copied and pasted this as a reply to Pink Floyd Facebook page asking their fan base, what would you like to see in 2025? I would like to see unity and peace among fans. Arguing who was really the person responsible for the magic in that music, the fans have gone on to take sides and personally talk like they know a lot of details that they have no way of knowing. Besides, that stuff is none of anyone's business. It is completely irrelevant and missing the point that is layered into the music of Pink Floyd in the first place. And that point is do unto others as you would have done unto yourself, isn't it? This music of Pink Floyd had something special about it, and that was the message. The message was ultimately about us as human beings overcoming selfishness and tyranny, rising above madness, living a more fulfilling, better life of meaningfulness. I do not see this reflected in the fan base. What I have seen is the opposite. Bitter, angry fans who have a point to prove and mud to sling. People taking advantage of the comment section, having the chance to take shots at Roger and elevate Dave. I think it's telling that the Roger fans tend to seem positive. Perhaps they're getting the point in the music, but the Dave fans tend to try and tear Roger to pieces and character assassinate him, despite the fact that Waters admitted his flaws all through the Wall album. And everyone missed that, apparently. In this process of attempting to prove who Pink really was, a lot of assumptions are made, a lot of falsehoods have been created and embraced to become folklore now. Videos where people are talking about the Wall, just tearing into Roger, just shitting on him personally as some megalomaniacal tyrant who fired Rick Wright and left the band, and then stating how Gilmour was responsible for all of the melody and all of the positive things about the Wall, whilst Roger was just full of venom and poison. Now, I heard Roger's Wall demo recordings, and he had it fully flushed out, including the music. The Wall is brilliant, and there is more to it than just a laundry list of complaints. If you see just that, perhaps you are missing the point. Roger was pointing out the short-sightedness in feeling this alienated way of blaming others, and that one must rise above this and not alienate themselves or risk becoming a fascist and going mad. Like, people miss that element of it. There was a whole fourth act that I listened to that part with the trial. Remember that? Yes, Dave is a great vocalist and musician. Yes, Roger wrote incredible lyrics. Yes, they were at their best when they all worked together. But music in itself is subjective. If you hate Roger's solo work, well, there may just be someone out there who hates Dave's solo work and loves Roger's. So it's not for you to judge, because music is subjective. The worst thing we could see is more division. Polly Sampson taking shots at Roger via social media is not what I would hope for more in 2025. If you remove Roger, you remove Dark Side of the Moon, you remove Wish You Were Here, you remove Animals, and you remove The Wall. You remove Pink Floyd. If you remove anyone else in this equation, you can remove them and you will still get Dark Side of the Moon through The Wall. This is a fact. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows it deep inside. It is truth. And I think this is why some people struggle and brew up so much hatred in their hearts and choose to blame Roger. Of course, the man is not perfect. He is deeply flawed. This is why he was able to write what he did. Everything that made that music so special rolls down the hill that for me is Roger's hill. I also love Dave's contributions, and I don't feel I should be forced to have to choose, and in turn, because I'm a huge Waters fan, I should in turn be forced to hate Gilmour. That's ridiculous. So in 2025, I hope that people can begin to try to give Roger Waters a break, considering he is a human being and that he is flawed. If you disagree with his politics, then it's just that. It's a disagreement. I don't think I could nail anyone to the cross for going as far out of their way to try and institute a dialogue towards change. That's exactly what Roger has done, and I applaud him for that work, for his bravery. I am so proud to be a fan of this band since 1980, when I see Roger at the UN giving a talk towards world peace. This makes me so proud to be a Pink Floyd fan. Even though I do not agree with all of his ideals and politics, I'm still very proud. There has been too much trying to compare them, trying to prove who is better, who is right, and it's pointless because music is subjective. Pointless mudslinging when we have this incredible music that also has a beautiful point embedded inside of it, which is rising above the BS, rising above treating each other with the golden rule. Isn't that Roger's point? Did I get that wrong? No, I didn't. That was exactly the point of that music. But it seems that few have picked up upon this message. And Pink Floyd now has turned into a kindergarten shit show of people arguing, making false accusations about things that happened 40 or so years ago that are no one's affairs in the first place, which is all hearsay and assumptions. None of that is relevant, and none of it is anyone's business. It is just the most ridiculous and also ironic state of affairs. So yeah, moving forward, I am hopeful that Pink Floyd's fans can begin acting like that. Fans of Pink Floyd as a whole and individually. Perhaps time is going to be the equalizer. In 50 years, are people going to remember the endless river? I think we can all admit this to be a fact. No one's going to be talking about the endless river in 50 years. How far can we take this train of thought? Will they remember any of the Pink Floyd solo albums? Well, if I lived that long, I would, because I love all of Roger's solo albums dearly. I gave them a chance and listened to them until they clicked with me. I didn't immediately write them off. And I guess I gave Dave's stuff the same chance. But the only Gilmour music that I really loved was the On an Island album. And honestly, I feel that is a masterpiece. His second solo album, About Face, lacked focus, but it did have a song called Let's Get Metaphysical, which was incredible. Honestly, I feel where Dave Gilmour shines his brightest is when he is emulating his work with Floyd, when he harkens back to the music he made with Roger. I am not a fan of the Guy Pratt style of bass playing with the Floyd music because it clashes. I am also aware of Dave going to Alan Parker and stabbing Roger in the back, which is why Roger felt he was forced out of his own band, which many of the fans apparently are not aware of this or could not comprehend how huge of a betrayal Roger felt this to be. There is a lot more and a lot less to the story that the fans could comprehend. So this leaves a lot of room for conjecture, which is sad. Pink Floyd remained anonymous for a long time. What it turned into later, I am sure Roger would have done some things differently had he known. Looking back as a fan, I'm fine with how it unfolded. I ended up with more music and more diverse music. Floyd was done at the point of Dark Side of the Moon. The fact they were able to squeeze out the extra albums that they did is absolutely amazing. And it's a testament to how great they really were. And also how hard Roger was able to take it. So as a fan, I am so lucky. It's just a shame I could never afford to purchase a ticket and see Dave Gilmour because every time he came to town, I could not afford a $300 to $600 ticket fee. Roger's tickets were always $40 to $55. So I have seen Roger every time that he toured since July 28th of 1984. So moving forward, I'm hoping to see peace among the Pink Floyd community. I'm also aware that Roger had extended the olive branch towards Dave Gilmour many times in an attempt to have a reunion. And Dave was the one who denied us this. I am aware of this, but most fans are apparently not aware of this fact because when it comes up in the comments section, people will say, Waters and Gilmour hate each other so much. No, it's Gilmour hating Waters. Waters has grown quite a bit as he has aged. I don't think we will ever see peace in the fans. I think this will be Pink Floyd's legacy, a band who had a point that was unity, who caused the most division and unnecessary drama amongst their fans. Really sad and telling about the human race and how fucked we really are. That being said, if you are out there, you hate Roger and you love Gilmour, that's fantastic. We are fans of the same music, and I have a deep respect for you because of this fact. I am hopeful at one point in time the message embedded in the music of Pink Floyd will no longer be necessary, that human beings can evolve and to begin to learn that we are one. We are the same, and that it is better to love and let live than to hate and kill.